Hey, what's going on? It is Wednesday, April 29th, 2026, and I am at home with a rather large collection of books in front of me. About, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was talking with my grandma on the phone, and I had mentioned that I was reading books more often, that I had been reading a lot of Stephen King and Frank Herbert and things like that. And I was really into, space and science and horror adventure stories and stuff. And she had said, "Oh, I've got this collection of Louis L'Amour books that basically she doesn't, want or need anymore. She's read them a bunch." And she was like, "Would you like my Louis L'Amour collection?" I was like, "Oh, sure. How many is it?" She's like, "Oh, it's just a few." And I got a gigantic box in the mail yesterday, and there are a lot of Louis L'Amour books. There's a stack in front of me. There's a stack here. There's another stack in front of that stack of titles. I have no idea what these are, what the order is, or any of it. But I thought it would be fun to just kind of look at each one and see what's in this. I've never read a Louis L'Amour book. As far as I know, I've never taken in any of his work in any way. Like, I have no idea. So we're gonna see what's here. And if you're watching this video and you see something that is very cool, let me know in the comments what Louis L'Amour book I should start with out of this massive pile I've been given. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go online and look up what order they were written in. Maybe I'll read them chronologically that way. I have no idea. But anyways, let's get started. Before we get started on the books, let's just talk quickly about the music we're listening to right now. This is the music of Red Dead Redemption 2, the house building EP. So if you're familiar with the video game Red Dead Redemption 2, you get a farm at some point, you have to build a house, and there's a song that plays when you are building. I think I got this at Comic-Con, maybe from Mondo. I can't remember where exactly I got it, but anyway, I have it. We're listening to it. Let's go. Starting things off here, we have North to the Rails. Looks like it's 3 dudes riding on horses. I assume they are going north to the rails. I guess this is probably some kind of they're looking for a train, maybe? I bet they are gonna get jobs on the railway or something. Anyways, these dudes probably are friends, and by the end of the book, I'm sure one of them will die. This is an interesting looking one. Sitka? Looks like it's got some kind of a sailing ship. I thought Louis L'Amour just did westerns, but this looks like a high seas adventure. So maybe this is an unsung book. Sitka. Let me know what Sitka's all about. This looks cool. Just a boat, a picture of a boat on the cover. I mean, I gotta know what the hell that's all about. Taggart. This I've never. Like I said, I've never read a Louis L'Amour book or seen anything based on his work as far as I know. So Taggart, this sounds like a book that would be turned into a movie in the 70s, right? There'd be some movie Taggart, he doesn't put up with your crap or whatever. And there's some little kid who's like, "Taggart, come back." I think that's Shane. But anyway, Taggart, cool. Yeah, great. The Daybreakers. It's kind of cool. It's another 3 dudes, just like that other one where the guys were riding the rails up north. I assume these are probably friends, and they are going to go through some trials and tribulations together, and maybe one or more of them will die. Who knows? I'm sure there's some love involved. Whatever. It's romantic. It's western. It's probably pretty good. The Trail to Seven Pines. That is that is a dude on a horse sitting leaning over a guy on the ground. So something is going to go down on the Trail to Seven Pines. I'm intrigued to find out what exactly is going to go down. I think it's going to be something crazy. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be something crazy? The Lonely Men. Let's see. A great novel of the magnificent Sackett family. Okay, so this is like the Sackett family. I guess there's some kind of ongoing group of characters in his books. That makes sense. I mean, you don't write all these books and like not have some kind of recurring characters or themes. I mean, even Stephen King reuses characters and places in his books. So I'm sure Lamore frequently went back to the same people, places, and characters. The Lonely Men. Cool. Let's find out what that's all about. I like the cover a lot. This is a very old school looking book. I'm sure my grandma has had this for, I'm guessing 40 or 50 years. Who knows? But looks cool. The Cherokee Trail. Guys on a stagecoach. Cool. Cherokee Trail. I'm sure they're gonna ride the trail. Maybe they're gonna come across some natives. Who knows what's gonna happen on the Cherokee Trail? I'll find out one day. The Shadow Riders. That looks like a cool book. That's a cool name. I like that name a lot. That's up there with Taggart. Like, it's just a cool name. All right, Taggart, The Shadow Riders. That's a cool name for a book. I'm gonna find out one day if it's worth that title. Borden Chantry. Is that somebody's name? I don't know. Apparently this includes bonus material, whatever that means, like for your book club maybe. I don't know. This is part of Louis L'Amour's Lost Treasures. Was that like an imprint of like his books? Like, was this like lost for so many years and then they like refound the manuscript? I don't know. Who knows? But Borden Chantry, that might be good. Who knows? I don't know. It's a novel. Son of a Wanted Man. Better watch out, dude. You're son of a wanted man. Gonna get you. They're gonna get you. We got the Troubleshooter here. Looks like he's getting into some heat with some natives on the cover. Or maybe some angry townsfolk. I can't really tell. I'm wearing sunglasses indoors, so it's hard to see. But anyways, the Troubleshooter is gonna get into trouble. You better watch out. Troubleshooter. West from Singapore. This looks like another one of the kind of non-Western books by L'Amour. What was that other one called? Stiglitz or something? I don't know. Sitka. Yeah, West from Singapore. It's just people going down a river. Might be cool. Let's hope that his non-Westerns are just as engaging as his Westerns, because yeah, I'd like to know. The High Graders. Can't really tell what's going on in this cover, really, or what the book's going to be about. There's a guy crouched down. He's got some kind of a light in his hand, and a dude standing behind him. Are they panning for gold, and maybe one of them struck rich and doesn't want to tell his buddy? I don't know. I have no idea. But High Graders, that makes it sound like there's a high value thing that these dudes are going to be after. So, the Skyliners. This is the first cover to have a lady on it. Three of them are traipsing. They're traipsing through the woods on horseback, and there's two dudes and a woman. I assume there's going to be a love triangle here, or maybe they're related. Who knows? I have no idea. But the Skyliners, that could mean anything. The Lonesome Gods. This is so far the thickest one of the books that I've received from my grandmother. It says it is an epic novel of the California desert. I am a big fan of the California desert. I've shot a few videos out there, not for this series. I should go back out there though and shoot some high desert stuff. There's some cool things out there that I think are going to be worth a video, so I should get on that one of these days when it's not hot. Anyway, this looks like it might be cool. I love mysterious covers. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going to happen in the desert with the Lonesome Gods. Something's going to go down, and I have a feeling some men are going to open their hearts up to somebody or something. We got our first hardcover book. This is called The Walking Drum. Now this is the biggest one so far. Oh, there's a very pretty map inside there. Look at that. Wow. Medieval Europe. Holy cow! Is this gonna be like a knights and sorcery but probably not sorcery, but like oh, it's Southeast Asia. Interesting. Did Lamore write like world-spanning adventures? You know, I don't know. Again, I don't know anything about the guy's work. I thought it was just mostly westerns, or I thought it was all westerns. But so far, we've seen some things that look like they take place outside of the United States. So, Walking Drum, that might be a good one. Do I start there? Maybe I start there. We've got another hardcover book here. This is the collected short stories of Louis L'Amour. These are the Frontier Stories. It is volume 7. I don't see volumes 1 through 6 here, so I think we're just stuck with 7. It does have a nice big picture of Mr. L'Amour himself. Look at that hat. Look at that bolo tie. It's like that hot sauce I bought a few weeks ago, huh? Yeah, Louis L'Amour and hot sauce both love wearing bolo ties. All right, The Trail to Crazy Man. This is what, the third like Trail to Something book that I've seen. I would assume these are all connected somehow, or maybe he just really dug this as a title, The Trail to Something. It's engaging. It gets you wondering, like, well, what's going to happen on the trail? Something's going to happen. So one day I will find out what happens on all these trails. Not today, but yeah, someday. Lando. That doesn't look like Lando to me. The Californios. It's like it's the SNL skit, right? Is this what the SNL skit's based on? The Californios. They're gonna go up Sepulveda, hit up the PCH, take it over to the I-5, and then ride it all the way down to Santa Monica. I'm very funny. The Man from Skibbereen. We got the Sackett brand. We've heard the name, or seen the name, the Sacketts, a couple times on these books already, so I'm guessing they're very important in L'Amour's novels. This is a very short one. I feel like I could read this in like a day. Anyway, yeah, Sacketts. Sorry, the Sackett brand. So is that like, did they start a company and they have their own brand, or is it like you brand the steers, or sheep, or whatever it is you're branding? Who knows? I'll find out. Galloway. It's I think like the 3rd or 4th book where it's just been like one guy's name, like a one-name character. Yeah. Does he have a book about Beyonce? Probably not. Fair Blows the Wind. This is a very old-looking book, and in fact, this spine I am like very familiar with. When I was growing up, a real little kid, we lived with my grandparents, my mother and I, before my mom married my stepfather, etc., etc. There's a whole story behind that. I think I've gone over a little bit of it in previous videos. You can go back and watch that. Anyway, in the hallway of my grandparents' house, my grandma had these bookcases full of these Bantam books. I think she was part of like a club where they like sent you a book every month. So this must have been one of those, I'm sure. It's funny, my grandmother collected and read books in the same way that I collect and read collect and play video games now. So it's like in our DNA somehow to just like collect these physical things. These stupid physical things that take up space in our lives and clutter up our homes. But we're surrounded by escapism and joy and laughter and tears and sadness and stories that make our souls just feel something. And if that's what I got from my grandmother, thank you. These emotions that I have and the way I feel and connect to stories and things, if it's part of our DNA, and that came from her and somebody from her and somebody before her and so on and so on, that's great. And it makes me really happy. So, what the hell's going on? The Tall Stranger. I mean, is there a more mysterious person than a tall stranger? You know, I'm a tall guy. I'm kind of strange. Am I mysterious to people? Do people get nervous when I'm around and they see me? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's why I get weird looks sometimes. Also, I have crazy ass hair, so that probably does it too. But anyway, the tall stranger. I'm sure I'm going to relate to this guy quite a bit. The Keylock Man. That's a cool looking cover, and it is also really kind of beat up. She's probably had this one for quite a few years as well. What is this on the back? Oh, that's cool. It's got like a handwritten note on the back that makes it look like, I'm sure, is something from the story. Yeah, Manhunt. So there's somebody searched for somebody in the Keylock Man. Maybe somebody's been kidnapped. He's got a lady with him. Maybe he took this lady and took off into the wilderness somewhere, and they got to get a search party going together to go find this guy and save that woman. So yeah, Keylock Man. I bet this is a good one. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart when I'm reading it, because it's in pretty bad shape. But I'm gonna take care of it. This appears to be a double novel. Utah Blaine and Silver Canyon. And I believe that is a picture of Mr. Lamore on the front there too as well. Yeah, special Centennial Edition. 2 great novels in 1 volume. Right on, man. His books are super tiny, so like 2 books is like 1 normal-sized book. Y'all better watch out when the Iron Marshal comes into town. The Burning Hills. Looks like we've got some lady taking care of a guy who is sick or injured or something. So maybe the Burning Hills their home is on fire. Maybe they had to get away from somewhere. Maybe he has a fever and he's the Burning Hills. Or maybe it's her bosom. Matagorda. He's got a gun and a cowboy hat. Matagorda. End of the Drive. And then underneath of it, in very tiny font, stories. So I'm curious, maybe this is another collection of short stories. End of the Drive, maybe I assume that means a cattle drive, so maybe it's going to be stories about like what happened to different characters on this cattle drive. I don't know, but it's a little bigger than most of his books, so that makes me think that there are multiple stories in this one novel here. So okay, we still got 16 more to go. Oh, this is the Skyliners again. There's been a couple of doubles, so yeah, Skyliners. Oh, hey, I have seen this. The Quick and the Dead. This was a film directed by Sam Raimi in the 90s. Had Sharon Stone, Leo DiCaprio, Gene Hackman. Great movie. It was like one of Sam Raimi's kind of like, not his first mainstream film, but it was definitely like maybe his biggest film that he had made for Hollywood. You know, he got famous in the 80s through Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. He had Army of Darkness, the big budget third film in the Evil Dead series. Didn't do too well. Then he did Darkman. That did really well. And then I think Quick and the Dead was his next flick after Darkman. So yeah, that's a good movie. Go check it out if you've never seen Quick and the Dead. Maybe this is the one I read first, because I gotta see how the book compares to the movie. How the West Was Won. I assume this is what the movie How the West Was Won is based on. Never saw the movie, but I know it's very famous. So I assume this book is also very famous. So cool. Westward the Tide. Is this a double? I feel like I've said this title already, but maybe not. Some of these titles are kind of similar, so if I already said this one, but yeah, there's a guy on a horse, he's got a gun. Seems like a Western to me. The First Fast Draw. I would assume this is a gunslinger book. Maybe this guy and this woman, maybe she's with someone else, and the other suitor is not happy about it, so maybe they're gonna shoot for her love, or whatever. Men are dumb. Comstock Load. I think load is like another term for like when you strike it rich with like gold or silver or something. So I'm sure there's a bunch of people trying to get gold or whatever out of Comstock, and maybe there's going to be some fighting over it. Maybe there's going to be some shooting over it. Who knows? Well, we're going to find out one of these days. Mustang Man. This looks like a this title sounds like something that is well known. It's just a real classic image of a cowboy with the rifle over his shoulder. I mean, how can you not think that's cool? You know, look at this guy. That is a cool looking guy. I wish I was a Mustang man. Guns of the Timberlands. I'm gonna guess not the boots, not the Timberland boots. Ratigan. Riding on a horse in the winter. Snow. Ratigan. Don't get cold. Conager. So we had Ratigan. Now we've got Conager. Again, just the one name titles. Is Conager that lady? Is Conager a place? Is Conager the man she's in love with? Is Conager that cactus right there? I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. Lastly, we've got another book with no cover. This is Monument Rock. Couldn't tell you what this is about. I've got no inclination of what this could even be about, other than there's a monument and there's a rock. Well, that is every Louis L'Amour book that was in my grandmother's collection that she sent to me. Again, I thought I was going to get maybe like 5 or 6 books or whatever. Like, you know, just like her favorites or whatever. I didn't realize I was going to get like... There's like 30 books here. How many did I go through? It was quite a bit. Maybe more than that. I don't know when I'm going to get through all of these. I don't know when I'm going to get to all of these. I still have a lot of Stephen King to read. I've got some Star Wars novels I want to read. I've got more Frank Herbert Dune books to read. I have so much on my plate. I've got these videos to make. I've got video games to play. I've got movies to watch. The amount of like content that I need to shove into my eyes and ears is like gonna last me for the rest of my life. So thank you so much to my grandmother. I love you, Grandma. If you haven't talked to your grandma in a while, call your grandma. She loves you. She wants to hear from you. And on that note, call everybody in your family. Call your mother. Call your father. Call your brothers and your sisters. Call your family. Talk to them. Send them a text. Shoot them an email. Reach out to them on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Tell them that you're thinking of them. Tell them that you love them. Because one of these days, you're not going to be able to. So... I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you come back tomorrow, see what other kind of crazy shenanigans I get up to. I'm either going to go outside and do something cool. I might go to a baseball game. I might show you some DVDs. I might show you some Blu-rays. I might show you some video games. I might just drink coffee and say hello. You just never know what's going to happen. These daily vlogs are my favorite thing to do every single day. And hopefully that shows through in the videos. So take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.